Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Influencer Card Reveal. In today's episode I've got 3 cards to talk about, and I think all of them are quite cool, quite exciting. So let's get started with this first card. So this is a level 0 Yamanjin front. It has Overdrive. It's a 3/3/1, and its Overdrive is to play rock, paper, scissors with your opponent until there is a winner, and the loser takes 1 damage. If you're the loser, then you can send this card to the drop zone or the discard pile and repeat that skill. So, 25% of the time, if you did that, you would be taking 2 damage from this. On average, you will be... the maths on this would work out half the time you instantly deal 1 damage to your opponent. Cool. Then 25% of the time, you will each take 1 damage. And then 25% of the time you will take 2 damage, which is obviously not fantastic, because obviously you won't redo the skill if you do 1 to your opponent. So in terms of expected value, well, a majority of the time you are doing your opponent 1 damage, but you could potentially also take 2. So it's a pretty big risk you're taking there for a not too bad reward. This could obviously close out a game, but how consistent is that? Let's take a look to the stats now. It's a 3/3/1. That's actually quite good, quite scary. We've seen, if you've been playing with demo decks, a 3/3/1 on level 0 can actually be really quite annoying to deal with. It's immune to some of the cheaper forms of removal, for example, Master Future Ed. This is not going to be able to be just nuked down immediately by that. And, the burn can be nice. And doing yourself damage isn't always the worst thing in the world because of counters. If you ended up countering off this damage, that could be really great. Although, of course, if you countered off this damage into a time-eating genie and ended your own turn, you'd probably want to commit Toaster Bath, so there is that. Overall, I think this is an okay card. Probably won't see play for now, but I can imagine there being some sort of ruler that gives you some sort of benefit when you deal damage to yourself during your turn, and that would be this would probably be quite good, something like that. But for now, I don't think it's too good. Next, we have got Loading Wheel. So the next is Buster Arm, and this is a pretty exciting card. You can't see it because of my head's covering it up, but this is a level 3, and it has counter to play this card, and this is very powerful. You deal 6 damage to 1 unit. So yeah, this is dealing 6 damage to 1 unit. Basically, will delete pretty much any unit off the face of the earth. There are a few that naturally have 7 HP, not many. So this is really good for that. The downside, though, is it is a 3 cost if you're playing it in an energy deck, which is pretty spenny, and there are ways to survive this. You can buff HP, for example. So, it's not perfect, but I think it's pretty good. Will it see play? I'm not 100% sure. I'm really not 100% sure. The counter is really nice. Counter to just deal 6 to something is probably going to disrupt your opponent's turn a lot. So this would be a really nice card to see as a counter. Better to see as a counter than to play, that's for sure. But I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. We'll really need to see how the metagame shakes up, because if 6 HP is like ruining boards to 1 unit. If we were in a meta where you want to build one really big thing, but you don't run like HP protection and stuff, though I don't really see how that meta would exist. But anyway, if that was a meta, then this would be quite good. But anyway, as I say, we'll have to wait and see. And finally, the most exciting card, I think, for me, this is a Crime Naught, or in Japanese, everyday villain, or everyday crime rather, which I think is a lot more endearing personally. But this is a very interesting card. So this is touchdown and overdrive, so you can play this in any ruler at the moment. It's a level 1, 3/3/1, and its skill is simply your opponent discards 1. Which in other card games, I would be going, this is broken. How the hell could you print this? It's set 1. What are you doing? In other card games. However, in this card game, your opponent might not even have a hand. This could be a completely useless card the majority of the time that you're overpaying for a 3/3/1. This is level 0 stats on a level 1 unit. Well, I think this is a fantastic sideboard card. I think that this is either a meta core card or an amazing sideboard card. And we are literally just going to have to sit and wait to see if we get sideboards. I really think we will, and how the meta shakes up. But I'm very excited about this card. I think it's really good. It's a discards. I mean, that's good, but it could also be totally useless, because if your opponent's playing Highlander or Apprentice, they don't have a hand, or World Master Alpha. Although I think that's pretty unlikely. So yeah, that's it for today's card review. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when the next one goes up, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Cheers.